Alright, welcome back everyone. We're here with more Gridania. We're gonna run through the city here and show off a bit of it as I need to anyway, just so I can get the Aetherites. So, pretty sure this is New Gridania. No, this is Old Gridania. Right, New Gridania is the other side. I always mix up the two. You think way back when you first picked up FF14, Gridania was your starting city, but you didn't stick with 14 at the time? So when I first played the game, like in the beta for FF14 1.0, Gridania was my starting city, but it looked nothing like it looks now. At least, I don't remember it. There's a carbuncle there. That's worth noting. This is called Apkalu Falls, but... guy's over there. His name is Nose. If you are a Lancer, or want to become a Lancer, this guild over here, right here with the red roof, that's where you're probably going to be spending a lot of time. Yes, indeed. In there. It's even got a Lancer symbol on the door and the banners. This boat here, this ferry, is somewhat important for later in the game. And that's an easy access to another part of the forest. Down here, south from the Lancers Guild, you'll find the Ebony Stalls, where you just basically can go to buy shit. Or sell shit. At the market board. I repair my gear for a grand total of like, what was it, 3? And then you can buy stuff on the market board for all manner of classes, armor, meals, minions. So we could buy a cherry bomb right now for 1,300 gil. Sure. Don't want any of that though. Come out here to the there's the leatherworking guild, I'm fairly certain. I really like when it rains in this game. When it rains in the forest, it's always really nice looking. I'll keep the ambient sounds on for you guys, but I think those are what's causing the audio distortion, which, from what I've been reading, is a thing with DirectX 11. Holy shit. Mind blown. Jeremy, have you been a Lancer and not going to the Lancers Guild? Is that what you're telling me right now? Guess I should probably attune to the actual Aetherite as well. That might be a good plan. Might be. Probably not, but... Alright, and if you were an archer, like Vector thinks he was, you probably didn't fall down there, but you probably spent quite a bit of time up in this pathway. The one thing I disliked about leveling an archer, or as I called it, a half-bard, is having to run down this stupid path all the time because, holy fuck, it takes forever to get out here. But yeah, this is the Archer Guild. Oh, that's all of them. Cool. We did it. Yeah, I get it. I have access to the other ones now. Thank you. So, you can use this to go to, like... I figured there'd be one over here or something, but nope. Anyway, you can use those to now hop out. The archers have, like, this really cool target practice thing here, which is kind of neat. Alright. Let's actually... How did I sprint? Alright, let's go here and we're gonna go to the airship landing. Because I'm fairly certain we need to get the fuck out of here. Greetings, madam. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. Oh, are you not Miro Prentice, the Limsa envoy? On behalf of all of us at Highwind Skyways, may I say what an honor it is to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? You found all the instances crashed. I mean, you can do that. You'd only be missing one skill. I don't remember oh, I think you only get one skill. Maybe they changed that, but I think it's Piercing Talon you learn, the throw. And you'd be surprised how many people just don't do their class quests. Well, I mean, you used to get a lot more skills from it. Most classes you only get like 1 or 2 from it. At least until level 30 when you become Dragoon. And then you lose out a whole lot of skills. Ul'dah, the steps of Nod. Now this is the city I went to. The person looks like they're dressed like Prompto. Ah, you must be the envoy from Limsa. Welcome to Ul'dah, madame. The Flame General awaits your arrival. I mean, back in the day you had to learn Touch of Death, and a bunch of others from it, but I don't know how that is now. Welcome to Ul'dah, madame. We've been expecting you. Flame General Reborn will receive you in the Fragrant Chamber. Please, take the lift down to the Hustling Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. I could do that, or I could not do that. How the fuck do that? This one. Yeah, you only learn Meditation, which is a new ability as of I believe Stormblood, and Demolish from the Pugilist quest at 15 and 30. And Lancer learns Piercing Talon and Lance Charge, which used to be called something else. What did they? Yeah, it used to be Blood for Blood. Yeah, I think it's only every 15 levels you learn something now, which unfortunately you can't just do those quests. You gotta jump through the hoops of doing all the previous ones. I say unfortunate, but the stories tend to be pretty decent. Marauder learns Tomahawk and then Thrill of Battle. Okay, so I get one of my cooldowns, so I have to do them at some point. Okay, so this is the Ruby Road Exchange. So we're gonna go and grab the Aetherites first this time, and then we'll go speak with the envoy, with Robon. Now you guys might remember Robon from the cutscene at Cardinal, or not. Wait, is this where I want to go? Oh, I actually do want to go in here. So Ul'dah is probably one of the, probably the most annoying of the three to get all of the Aetherites. Because it is quite a large city. But in some areas it's pretty simple, you just run in a fucking circle and you grab them, but... Scholar's Walk. There's the Aetherite right there. I mean, it's laid out great if you didn't break it into two separate zones, because it's literally just 3 circles on top of each other. But in the bottom circles, but finding your way amongst those circles is what's particularly annoying. I think when I first played this, I had a lot of trouble finding Husting's Strip and trying to find the fucking airship. Limsa is pretty simple once you really sit down and look at it, but then again, that's entirely subjective too. So, all right, so we're gonna head over here and we're gonna grab the Gladiators Guild first. So I think this is the Gladiators Guild. Yeah, it is. That sign right there is the Gladiators Guild. So this is where my other character spent a lot of time because I played a paladin, and paladins start as gladiators. Also, Genevieve is interesting because when I first started playing this, I was seeing her grow in Genevieve. The good thing about Ul'dah, though, is that when you're in this area, it is really easy to find the guilds because they're all just offshoots from when you're running in this circle. You got like the Goldsmiths Guild, the Miners Guild, the Weavers Guild. Oh, also, guys, crafters and gatherers in this game, they have their own story, so it is still worth doing them if you want to see all the stories. Now, I haven't leveled all the crafters myself. Maybe one day. I don't like crafting. If I had to say pick a game where I prefer crafting, it's probably Dragon Quest X, but crafting in this is you can't run a duty as a blacksmith, unfortunately. Well, actually, that's not true. You can run one duty as a blacksmith. At least the old form of it. I don't know how it works now because they definitely changed it, but this aetheryte right here wasn't here for the longest time. It took them forever to add in the Sapphire Exchange Avenue Exchange aetheryte. People were asking for that forever, and then they never did. However, people have been asking them to add in an actual aetheryte to a certain city, which we'll discuss when we get there. Okay. So this part is really rather simple to get through. I think there's only 2 more aetherytes. Unfortunately, they are on either side of the city. When Kintamura died, I think that's the name of the guy who created Berserk, and Akira Toriyama, when he died, people lined up along these lines here in Ul'dah for like 72 hours. With fireplaces in front of them as a sort of memorial. It is not, but you're okay to think that. Could you imagine them not having an aetheryte in one of the main cities and then just refusing to add one? Alright. So this here is the Immortal Flames Command Center. So this city, by the way, is the one I started as. I actually started the game when I very first played. I actually played as a pugilist. I didn't dislike it. Pugilist was a lot of fun. I did make so TP was a thing back when I first played. Now TP doesn't exist anymore. There we go. But you see at the bottom here, we have our HP and our MP. Well, there was the third bar for TP, and everybody had 100 of it. And TP was awful, but every one of your melee skills would cost TP, as well as your sprint. And so it wasn't great. Like, if you wanted to sprint as a melee class, you had to give up all of your melee resources to actually fight. It was not a great time. Nowadays, sprint is just on a 60-second cooldown. Less than that later on, I'm pretty sure, but... The Limsa envoy, I presume? Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, madame? My thanks. A letter addressed to Ul'dah Flame General, Reborn. Oh yes, the Emperor, the Admiral's seal. Please proceed.
Ah, a guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Mervib says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Reborn al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
No, I remember bloody Cardinal. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? So my counterparts have educated you. Honey's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Well, she should already know my mind on that subject. Wolves are beyond taming. 'Tis but a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by the legatus Solus Zos Galvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilthabad to heel, and so the legatus became an emperor and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. The 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander, Legatus Gaius von Balthasar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us. And not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa as well. For the calamity has brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the Aesthetician would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more. That much is clear, and if we were to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Mervib will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people that their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. Alright, time to go home and kick off our boots. We're done adventuring now, guys. That's it, that's the whole game. Oh, look, I got a tiny airship. You can now make use of the airship routes connecting to the Fey Nation. Before you may board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare and gil. And an achievement, I gotta level up. We did it. Okay. Okay, so does she just call him an old man of 40? So what I think she meant is he's been emperor for 40 years and is now dying due after that. I assume he didn't become emperor as a baby, but you know, maybe he was a legatus at like fucking 6 and took over countries, and they were like, you know what, let's make this fucking toddler an emperor. And now he's dying at 46. Oh, my lady envoy, I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa in the near future? If so, I have information that it may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Baderon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. Okay, first off, Bartholomew, what do you know of my credentials? I showed up as an envoy. That's all you know of me. You know nothing of my credentials beyond that. Apparently that alone is credential enough for them to be like, yeah, she can do it. It's a JRPG. 40 means you are practically on death's door in the Tales universe. Yep, true. You're not wrong. Man, when they added in the ability to just teleport to the airship landing, man, that was great. I could just actually just what though? That's like 400 some on gil, but I'm just gonna do that. What the fuck would I use the airship for? I don't want that shit. Okay. Anyway. Okay, we're going to the aft castle. Mira, can you stop bumping my mic, please, minicat? That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, Mira's decided that I can't. The next Tales game is going to have a 40-year-old man die of old age right in front of you. The next Tales game is going to be great. You guys are going to love it. I have no idea, actually. I've never played it, but it's going to be new for me, too. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in a... Well, if it ain't the one and only Mira Apprentice. I was told a distinguished venturer might be reporting for duty. Fancy that venture being you, eh? Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy, but if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. Okay, well, I'm gonna take the, those, as we'll get some gil out of it. Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, has need of a capable adventurer. Oh, the next new one. Yeah. I thank you for taking some time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustee-worthy sort to head up north to Aleport and find out just who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But since that nasty business over in Swiftperch, folk have been a bit uneasy. Well, I say a bit, but 'tis all they can do not to soil themselves every time the bloody floorboards creak. If you would permit me, Master Baderon, I should be happy to elaborate. Hey guys, don't join me for a boss fight. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Rayner? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither. In fact, I came to welcome back Miro to Limsa. It is well that you have returned. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umber. This information came to my attention no more than weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Seagrot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Kurls had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagan testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Sastasha is located in western Lanasia. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelpia. She can be found at the ferry docks in the lower decks. You are the man. Good luck to you, lass. Yay, new quest. So we're going someplace somewhat new. We are going to be going to western Lanasia. What the fuck is this? Beauty's only scalp deep and rising to the challenge. I don't know what these unlock. I know what this one unlocks. Rumors of a dangerous madman about town. You're either a brave woman or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa tonight, what with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it's said he brandished his blade so long and sharp that they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers and up spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you can assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. Alright, so there's a reason we're doing this, and that's just because eventually I might want to do something else. A crazed butt stabber. Disgruntled madame. Flustered man. Why will no one listen? My blades! I must have my blades! What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher! Apprehend him, toss him in the jail, and throw away the key, or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care. Just do something! Woe is me! What have I to do to deserve such cruel fate? For 6 moons I have saved literally every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wage, forging new shoes, a new purse, or foregoing a new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, all in anticipation of this day. What's so special about this day, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of a world-renowned Aesthetician in Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Laminsan oohing and awing in admiration. Instead, I found myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. Oh, the ignominy of it all. Of course you take our side. For shame. Is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my own renown should be welcomed with open arms and a 21 cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal and tools of my trade. Nay, the extension of my very soul ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths, I speak unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forge Master Hananza of Naldik and Vanellis, Guildmaster Beaton of the Gridania Carpenters Guild, and Severian of the Alchemist Guild in Ul'dah. If there is an ounce of compassion in you, seek them out and tell them Jandalan sent you. When my soul is restored and my name is rightfully cleared, all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm will sing your praises, for I am Jandalan. I am none other than the This man is nearly as dramatic as Anakin Skywalker. Nearly. Not quite, but nearly. Alright. So we'll do this and then we'll take a break. Normally I save side quests till the end of stream, but we're gonna do this now just because it's fairly simple to do. Jandalan sent you? Let me guess, the balmy fool lost his tools. Pardon me, the appendages of his very soul, again, and is thrashing and tossing like the end of days is nigh. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he'd save himself at these misunderstandings. No, I'm not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to play audience to his whinging. Anyway, this should shut him up for a while. Tell him that if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair into his bloody hands. Alright. The beautiful thing is we can just teleport to Gridania. Hey, you guys lost to the 9th dragon of the 73rd Brigade. To be fair, they've gone through 8 other dragons, so they're pretty tough. Hey look, we can teleport to Limsa, to Gridania now. It's Oswald. This is the Carpenter Guild. If you want to unlock carpentry, this is where we go. This guy's name is Beaton. A message from Jonathan, you say? He's lost another one? Does the man not understand that wood doesn't simply grow on Earth? Actually it does, at least in a manner of speaking. But the fact remains that resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools truly were an extension of his very being, I wouldn't think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than just a fortnight or two. Chandelin's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, not my place to judge. Take this to him and let us both hope that he will right his ways. Are they as tough as the 10th dragon? They haven't gotten a 10th dragon yet. They've been yet to convince them to allow the 10th dragon to remain. Okay, so with the steps annulled, and we're just gonna teleport up to the Alchemist Guild. Where the fuck is that? There it is. Like I said, this is the only reason I'm doing this is because I can quickly get to each of the areas. And because this is an important feature for everyone to unlock. You've come on behalf of Jonathan. Why, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events indeed, if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius, and genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me as I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents. And so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jandalin with all speed. Okay. So we're gonna teleport back to Limsa. And this should mark the end of the quest, with like a little cutscene. Cutscene. Anyway, this is an important feature for people to unlock. Especially if you care about endgame stuff. What's the fastest way over here? Probably just up and around. We can now sprint. Hey look, it's nighttime again. Always fucking nighttime in this game. If there is an ounce of compassion in you, friend, I beg you, retrieve me the tools of my trade. Alright. A sealed parcel that from the sound of it houses a metallic implement of some sort. A parcel containing a piece of woodwork. A parcel containing assorted phials of varicolored liquids. Could this be? Yes! I can feel it! The light returns to my eyes! Power courses through my fingers! I live. And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of an ugliness must die. Begone, foul demon! He gave her Lightning's haircut from FF13. And so I ask, how do you feel, madame? He also gave her a tattoo, apparently. Why, it's as if in but a significant and magnificent moment, I travel beyond the void and return to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in this world. Could it be? Yes, it must. How else to explain such power? You are the one whose coming was foretold. Yes, you are the Aesthetician. In the flesh, madame, I am Jandelaine, crafter of coiffures, so divine that Menfina herself doth begrudge my clientele their beauty. But let us speak of you, madame, for where a moment ago stood a fashion challenge trump, or frump, now there stands a beauty reborn. I hate it. And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, and I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty, a kindness I intend to repay in full. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is becoming passé? Fear that the specter of ugliness is threatening to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath. As the madame before you, as this realm we call home, from an abyss of unfathomable drabness, you shall rise anew. My clients have been known to make reservations moons, even years in advance, but you shall know no such troubles. No, for proving a staunch ally to good taste when all others turn a blind eye. I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, the next time you find yourself plagued by aesthetic ennui, you need ring only the crystal bell from the comfort of any inn room at which you have taken up lodgings. Jandelaine shall hasten to the scene. Yes, in a flash, the dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto to known shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond and return to us as a beauty reborn. I give you this token as a trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary women shall never know. Why does he walk like that? Oh, Mr. Jandelaine, do come back! I've not made my next appointment! What the fuck? Why does he walk like that? Anyway. That's how you unlock the Aesthetician. Which is very important for people doing endgame, because looking good is the whole purpose. Faye says, I like the upper deck. Sass, have you ever done an upper decker? Jeremy says, Sass upper decked at Dudes before. Yeah, Dudes loved it. Okay, so guys, we're gonna take our next break and then we'll be back to kick some more butt. Don't go anywhere.